guys, welcome back to Sincerely Shola. Today I'm going to be talking about fashion, one of my favorite things ever, and the inspiration for this video is actually something my childhood friend told me when we met recently. I met with her and we were having dinner. She asked me this question, which I felt really flattered by. She asked me how I developed this distinct look or distinct sense of style, and that was actually something I was really shocked to hear from her, because since sophomore year or junior year of high school, and I'm currently 19, a sophomore in college, so since 4 years ago, I have been trying to develop my style and have my own sense of unique and individual style. And I felt like I was still on that journey, but she and I haven't seen each other since childhood, and she told me that now that she's seeing me now, I seem to have developed this really recognizable style that she could see an outfit in a store and be like, oh, she would totally wear that. And I'm so happy, because that's the exact goal I had when I was trying to develop my style since high school until now. And I want to talk about kind of my style journey and the things I did to develop my sense of style, so I can speed up the process for other people, so that other people can find their style a lot faster than I did. Firstly, I think the first step to finding your style is determining your why. Why do you want to find your style? Why do you want to start dressing differently? Why do you want to start getting into fashion? I think that's something you should ask yourself. So for me, going into my journey a bit, in my freshman year of high school, I went to this all-girls Catholic school, and we wore school uniforms, so we were all dressing the same. And throughout middle school and my freshman year of high school, I was in a phase of my life where I really wanted to fit in. I felt like I was too different from the people around me, and I just wanted to blend in with the crowd and fit in. So going to school where we wear a school uniform, it would be a nightmare for other people who love fashion. But for me, I was actually kind of looking forward to going to that school, because I was just really terrified of standing out, and I felt like I was just too different from other people. So going to school where we were all wearing the same clothes, we all had to act the same, I felt like that would finally be my chance to fit in. But actually, I was really miserable at this school. I feel like despite wearing the same thing as everyone else, I still ended up getting bullied and kind of being ostracized for the way I acted, how I acted differently than other people, and I just felt super miserable, and it kind of put me in a dark place in my life until the point where I had to transfer schools, because I was just it was just too miserable for me to go to that school every single day. And I feel like that was the point in my life where I realized that trying to fit in, wearing the same thing as everyone else, and just not being my authentic self, not wearing what I wanted to wear, not acting the way I wanted to act, that made me feel miserable. I feel like I was more happy when I stood out, when I wore the things I wanted to wear, when I acted the way I wanted to act. And that kind of became my why, and what made me start deciding that I wanted to start developing my sense of style again, and just letting go of all the restrictions I had on myself because I wanted to fit in. So I feel like you should look inwards and decide, why exactly do you want to start getting into fashion? Is it because you've always dressed really plainly and you want to start exploring more about your style? Is it because you're moving away or going to college and you think it's a good opportunity to start changing your appearance and reinventing yourself? Any reason you have for finding your style is valid, but I feel like understanding your reason can help fuel you and inspire you and keep you going as you're trying to develop your style, because developing a style kind of takes a while. It's not an overnight thing, but I definitely think having a why can keep you motivated. Next is to start collecting. Start collecting just a Pinterest board, a collection of outfits that you've seen other people wear, or articles of clothing that you really like. For me, I had a Pinterest board full of outfits that I really liked as my outfit inspo, but I also had this collection in TikToks of my saved folder. You know how you can save favorites? If I saw someone in a TikTok video who had an outfit I like, I just saved it and put it into my collection. I also did the same thing on Instagram, and I think the key is to not try to niche down, not try to just save only a specific type of style. I know for Pinterest, when you save things to a board, it starts suggesting other things that are similar, but don't try to have only a specific style. Just put everything you like, even if they're not cohesive together, because that will help you start determining what it is that you really like, what things that you're drawn to. You'll start noticing patterns. For me, I'm more drawn to really bell sleeves, stuff like this, sleeves that kind of open up, and flare jeans, and things that just have an opening at the end and are thinner at the top. So those were things that are really prevalent in my collections. I also think looking in your own closet for the types of stuff that are your favorite things to wear, the types of things you feel most comfortable wearing. For me, I feel most comfortable wearing shirts that aren't really cropped, but actually, let me show you. Shirts like these that kind of open up at the end, that kind of look like mini dresses. I like those types of tops more. I also really like wearing hair accessories like this. I feel like just having a hair accessory kind of makes the outfit. So my collection and my Pinterest board was kind of filled with bell sleeves, peplum tops, hair accessories, long skirts too. I love skirts and I love dresses, and really cute vintage type shoes. Those are the types of things that were in my Pinterest board and my collection. And it helped me kind of determine what it is in clothing that I actually like and what it is in clothing that I don't like. Next is how to translate that into an actual specific type of style. Now, I'm actually opposed to defining your style in ways like coquette or alt or goth or things like that. I feel like just having a really undefined style allows you to experiment more and not put yourself into a box. But I know a lot of people like to have a specific style, so it can make shopping easier, or it can make kind of branding yourself and having a more unique sense of style a lot easier because you know exactly what you like and you know what your style is. So for me, the most helpful thing is I found this one TikToker who said to define your style, you should just like imagine some beautiful thing in nature that you really like and that you want to emulate. For example, say you think that a sunset is really beautiful and you want to emulate the beauty of a sunset. Things like warm tones, a lot of flowy stuff, really bright sun-like clothing that kind of makes you look like a sun, like pictures of what I'm talking about. Things like that will kind of define your style. So I feel like just thinking about whatever beautiful thing, it doesn't even have to be in nature. Maybe you want to be beautiful like street lamps, or you want to be beautiful like cars. Just like defining what type of beauty you want to have. That's been what's most helpful for me to define my style. For me, I want to be as beautiful as like a garden, which is why I wear a lot of florals and like a lot of kind of flowy things. I also like butterflies, so I have things like a butterfly necklace and butterfly hair clips. I still don't think I have a specific style niche, but I think kind of knowing what I'm going for and defining it like that helped me a lot. But like I said, do not define yourself into a box. You do not need to be one specific thing. Having a specific style that's unique and true to yourself is what's most important. There's just one fashion TikToker that I really love. Her name is Aaliyah, and I think she coined the term Aaliyah core, and I really like that because it's not really like something that a lot of people can emulate. It's her own name and it's her own style, and it's Aaliyah core, and something that she can define for herself and no one else can define. Styles like coquette and alt and goth and emo, they have their own definitions and they have their own culture, and while you can draw inspiration from them, I feel like it kind of limits you because a lot of people will say this is not coquette, this is not alt. Just having your own style, having your own core can just allow you the freedom to do whatever you want. Now that you defined your style, before you start immediately shopping, I would suggest trying to find things that are already in your closet that already are kind of in the style you want to have and start wearing them and getting more comfortable with them. This will not only help you kind of ease your way into building your style, but it will also prevent overconsumption, because something that I made the mistake of doing was trying to build my closet and curate my wardrobe in like 1 month and like buying a bunch of stuff. I feel like that kind of leads to overconsumption, and just starting with what you already have in your closet and building a wardrobe by buying things little by little, I feel like that would be more beneficial than just doing a big shopping spree and just trying to build your wardrobe in like 1 day or 1 month. Additionally, I think that having less clothes actually can help you be more stylish, because limiting your options kind of forces you to be more creative and forces you to wear stuff you actually like, rather than buying a bunch of stuff and having things that you don't like that you end up not wearing, or wearing stuff that you don't like because you bought it and you're kind of obligated to wear it. Having less clothes can be more beneficial than having more clothes. I also think that when you do start shopping for new clothes, you should shop wisely. My rule of thumb before I buy something is that I have to imagine myself wearing it at least 20 times. If I see something I really like but I realistically will only wear it once, I would avoid buying it. I also think that if you find something that's like a cute accessory, or like something like this cardigan, try to imagine how it would fit together with things that are already in your closet. What types of outfits can you make with it with things that you already have? Something that I do a lot, which I'm trying to stop, is I would see something cute at the thrift store or something cute at like the mall, and I would be like, oh, this would be so cute if I had this and this and this. But if you don't already have it in your closet, you probably are not going to end up wearing it if you can only imagine an outfit that would require buying additional things that you don't already have. So my rule of thumb is A, imagine yourself wearing it multiple times, and B, make sure it fits with the stuff that's already in your closet. I also think that you should try to shop more sustainably. By sustainably, I mean thrifting more, maybe using Depop. Now, I'm not gonna tell people to not buy fast fashion. I feel like people have their reasons, like either economic or availability. Even I have shopped fast fashion. I do go to the mall sometimes, and the shirt is from Shein. I did get it from the thrift store, but it's still technically from Shein. But I do think that one, you should do some research on why shopping sustainable is better. Shopping fast fashion isn't always the most ethical option. And two, I think you should make at least a bit of an effort to shop more sustainably. I am not purely a sustainable shopper. I do have some stuff from the mall and things from like Forever 21 and H&M. I'm not perfect, but I do try to limit my fast fashion consumption to like the bare minimum. I think my closet would be like 30% fast fashion and 70% thrifted or from Depop. So I do think trying to make an effort, and even if you have to to shop fast fashion for whatever reason, trying to limit your consumption so you can be a little bit more ethical about it. I think some ways to be more ethical while shopping fast fashion is to try to make your clothes last. The thing about fast fashion is that the stuff is made cheaply and you do get what you pay for, so the things don't always last, but if you take really good care of your clothes, they can last for a long time. And if you're wearing them for years, I don't think it's too bad that you got it from a fast fashion site, as long as you're not throwing it away after only 2 uses. Another way you can shop more sustainably is by using Depop. Now, I know that Depop has a reputation for being really expensive, and trust me, there are a lot of sellers that put things for a lot more expensive than they really should be, but they also have a $20 and under section that I shop from, and ever since they kind of created that section, I have been shopping from there a lot more. And trust me, like, that place is a gold mine. I feel like the stuff in there is better, and obviously it's cheaper because it's $20 and under, so I suggest giving Depop a try, or Etsy or Poshmark. Anything to try to be more sustainable is better. I also think that you can be more sustainable by not buying into every single trend. Not only will this be more sustainable and lead to less consumption, but you will be more stylish because the clothes you have are more unique and not just based off whatever's trending on the internet. Another thing that has helped me be more sustainable is learning to crochet. There are a bunch of different crochet stuff that is on Amazon or Shein, but I feel like learning how to crochet and make your own accessories is a lot more rewarding, and it lets you A, have a new skill and new hobby, and B, be more sustainable and be able to create your own accessories and your own clothes that are suited to you. They fit you perfectly because you made it yourself, and also you get to brag to other people that you can make your own clothes. I'm also starting to learn how to sew, so I feel like once I learn how to sew, I'll be able to make even more clothes. I'm so excited to learn how to sew. I think just gaining hobbies that require you to be more creative and create your own types of clothing pieces will also help you be more sustainable and also help you expand your style. Lastly, I think it is also important to remember the inner work that comes with finding your ideal style and finding your perfect self-expression. It's not just about buying new clothes, changing where you do your makeup and things like that, but it also requires some work on yourself, because if you have a wardrobe full of clothes that you love or full of stylish clothes, but you don't feel confident or comfortable enough to wear them outside, then I feel like the work still isn't done. For me, I used to be a bit uncomfortable wearing my outfits outside, but I think you just have to remember that you will probably get a lot more love from being yourself and wearing clothes that you like than hate. A lot of people are really kind and really supportive of people who are stylish and more unique with the clothes that they wear. But even if people do judge you, and there might be people who do, I think it's important to remember that these are outside people and you cannot be a prisoner living your life to please them. At the end of the day, you have to think about what's more important, your own opinion and you feeling happy with what you wear and what you do, or the opinion of other people who don't really matter. Also, trust me, the more you start wearing clothes in your ideal style and the more you start dressing more fashionable, people will get used to it. You won't seem like you're dressing up. People will just see it as your everyday outfit. I know I used to be a little bit worried because I love to wear dresses, but I was worried that people would be like, oh, you're wearing something too fancy, but trust me, people get used to it and that will just become who you are. Lastly, I think it's really important to remember that developing your style doesn't happen overnight. I know I already said that, but really just take your time and you probably won't even notice once you really develop your style and once you started just kind of creating a style that other people can recognize as your own. I keep having friends compliment the way I dress or say I have good style, and I would always be really shocked because I feel like I'm still on my journey to try to develop my style. Other people around you are probably going to notice it a lot faster than you do, and once you start developing your style, it just will feel natural that you don't even notice it. You don't even really feel any different because this has just become who you are. So I think just take your time, don't rush the process, and just live your life. Style kind of is acquired by just living life and just being who you are. So I hope that's really helpful, and I hope that you're able to curate a wardrobe that you love. Also, if you have any of your own tips that I haven't mentioned, please let me know in the comments so you can help other people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope this was helpful to someone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!